Today in this 2018 Ford Escape, we'll be having a look at our best trailer wiring options. All right, we have two wiring harnesses here today to look at. Over to our left, we have the Tekonsha T-One vehicle wire harness, part number 118715. Off to our right, we have the Curt, part number C56320. The first biggest difference that we found between our two wiring harnesses is that our Curt here has a slightly lower power output compared to our Tekonsha. The Curt has a total of 3 amps power output for our turn signal and our brake light circuits. So those will be our green and our yellow wires. We have 3 amps total power output on each circuit. And we have a total power output of 6 amps for our tail light and running light circuit, which is our brown wire. Not a big deal there. We still have plenty of power to tow a small trailer with a few lights on it. Over to our left here on the Tekonsha wiring harness, we have slightly more power. We have 4.2 amps of power output for our green and our yellow wires for our turn signal and our stoplight functions on those circuits. Our brown wire, which is our tail light again, and running light circuit, we have total power output of 7.5 amps worth of power on that wire. So if we have an older trailer with incandescent light bulbs on it, we wouldn't have any worries powering more of those than we would with the Curt. It's a slight edge here having more power output. Now our Curt wiring harness, as you see in the bag, we have a 10 amp fuse that's included. Because our Tekonsha has a higher power output rating for our tail light and our turn signal and stop light circuits, we have a 15 amp circuit instead. And this 15 amp fuse allows us to safely run the higher power output towards our lighting circuits over the Curt's 10 amp fuse. The next biggest difference that we found between the two is as far as what's included out of the box in order to install it. They all have everything we need to make our connections. However, our Curt wiring harness does come with a tube of black silicone sealant, which you need to use when you cut your grommets behind your taillights to run the wires through. Otherwise, you run the risk of getting moisture inside your vehicle. It's not a big deal though. You can provide your own black silicone to do it, and we do have several options of that available on our website, but it is nice not having to worry about purchasing it or forgetting about it because it is included with the Curt. The final biggest difference that we found between our two wiring harnesses comes down to construction quality. We have a look here at our Tekonsha module box here. It's a little bit smaller, and you can see how it's sealed in with this silicone sealant inside here to help prevent any moisture, dirt, or debris from getting inside, causing any damage to our circuit board inside. Whereas on our Curt, a little bit larger box here, and it's not quite sealed like that. You run the risk of getting some moisture inside here on our wire connectors where they go inside the box. Now, even though both of our wiring harnesses reside inside the vehicle as far as where the control module sits, having that peace of mind of knowing that your wiring harness is a little bit over-engineered and is very durable is a good thing to have because you don't potentially have to worry about any failures on down the road. As far as similarities go, both of our wiring harnesses are plug and play. They'll just go in line with your vehicle's taillights and the wiring harness already installed on the vehicle. There is no cutting or splicing required at all. They both install in exactly the same manner. Your module box will reside inside the vehicle. You have the option of having your 4-pole flat trailer connector stay inside the vehicle, or you can route it outside the vehicle. We have the Curt wiring harness currently installed on our Escape here today. You can see that we did route it outside the vehicle. There's a grommet right on the driver's side where you can easily pass your wires through if you'd like to permanently have them attached outside your vehicle. You can just use the dust cover that comes with the kit too to secure it around your hitch. When you're not towing your trailer, just go around your safety chain loop right there, and that'll keep it from dragging on the ground or dangling below the vehicle while you're driving. Both of our wiring harnesses also give us our industry standard 4-pole flat trailer connector, which gives us the basic lighting functions that we need as required by law in order to safely tow a trailer. Both of ours also have dust covers to protect it. Our Tekonsha is built on to the connector, whereas the Curt, you have to slide over and it just snaps into place. Not a big difference there. They both have one. They both work about the same. Now for a brief summary. As far as power output goes, we found the Tekonsha to be the clear winner here because it does have a higher power output rating than the Curt. As far as construction quality goes, we found the Tekonsha to be the winner here again because of the fact that the module is better sealed than the Curt. As far as installation goes, we found them to both be equal in this regard because they both install in exactly the same manner. As far as included accessories go, I found that the Curt was the winner here because of the fact that it does come with a tube of RTV, so you have everything you need in one purchase. You don't have to worry about having to add one other thing to it. For my personal preference, if I was going to be purchasing one of these wiring harnesses for my Ford Escape, I will be going towards the Tekonsha myself just because the fact that it does have the higher power output. I don't have to worry about potentially not having enough power if I'm towing an older trailer with a lot of incandescent lights. Also, I do like the fact that the module is over-engineered and is a little bit smaller than the Curt's. It makes it a little bit easier to hide behind the panels inside the vehicle. And that completes our look at the best trailer wiring options for the Ford Escape. We hope you find this video helpful and informative in your trailer wiring needs.